Alright, so the shop tour is finally here. What we're going to do is do a quick 360 and then we'll get back to the working area over here and I'll go through a few different things in more detail, how I have things set up, and of course we'll refine this over time. This is a general initial setup and we'll see what works and what does not work, and then of course fix stuff as we go along. But for right now, it's a really good setup. I've done a few things out of the garage here already on my own vehicle and stuff like that, and it just works. So I'll do a quick 360 and let you guys see exactly what's going on. Now it depends how much you remember from the last video, but everything over here was in the opposite wall before. So now it's all over here and I think it fits quite well. Some bikes in here, not too much. Doggies are watching over the place. Look at them. Oh man, they're falling asleep. Okay. Over here, you can see I have all my jacking and support equipment over there. And we'll go through that in a little more detail. Some things mounted on the wall. Flag is fixed. That's always good. And the working area. As you can see, everything else, look at that, is strapped to the wall. And it seems to work out the way I have it. I'm looking at getting one of those tough sheds for out back, a good size one, and get all this stuff in there, probably in the same fashion so that the tractor right there can fit in the tough shed also, and still look nice out back there. And then over here, the grill, which is obviously going to stay in here, I got to put that fan somewhere, and then there's a garbage can right there, now has kids' toys in it, and that'll be my garbage can eventually to throw stuff in, instead of opening the regular trash cans all the time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go basically along this wall right here, okay, and go over a few different things, and then later on a box tour will be coming in detail on that. Now the first thing you'll notice is there's a lot of new equipment in here, mainly lifting equipment, shop equipment type stuff, and that's because Harbor Freight had a big parking lot sale. I usually don't like Harbor Freight tools, but the Pittsburgh stuff they sell, like this stuff, the jacks and all, they're top notch. They really last. So I went in there and it got a great deal on it. There's a sale and then a parking lot sale on top of that. So I say probably $1,000 or $2 buying all this stuff. Stuff like this right here, Trans Jack from Pittsburgh Tools. And I figure I'm going to need it eventually for my '09 Escape. It's 150,000 miles on it. So I figured I'd pick it up while I can save the money on it. So I got that. That's available for my car and customers' cars. I've got guard dogs over here. This is a good spot for them. Sleeping on that job, obviously. Look at that. Oh, they're zonked out. Uh-oh. So I figure it's a good spot for them, and they can hang out with me out here when it's comfortable. And then over here, I have my jacks and jack stands and everything over here. And these jacks are a matching pair of 3-ton jacks from Pittsburgh, and these ones work absolutely awesome. These are field tested from in the past. I'm used to these jacks. They're just great. So, and then I got the cross beams on there also. You see that? So it's like you have lifting arms on a lift at a regular shop like that. So that'll work out great for lifting both sides evenly for different things. And then over here, I have a jack. Let's say these are both being used for something. Over here, I have a jack to lift, let's say, engine up. So I'm testing engine mount, or I'm changing engine mount. Well, I still have that extra jack. That's from before. Barely ever used, too. I have my pole jack here still. That's from the dealership. I bought it back then. And I can still use it for stuff like lift gates, when they're up in the... they're lifted up and then you're pulling the gas struts off or something like that, changing them out. This will support it for you, so that works out. And over here, got my light from Milwaukee, obviously, on my bungees for holding wires out of the way and stuff like that. Got my fan mounted to the wall right here, so it blows right on me with the car. Okay, so that'll be there all mounted up already. My fire extinguisher, obviously. Got me a bolt bin going here. Just gotta keep filling it. I got stuff like these right here. I bought these. These are the little push fasteners that all the Fords use for just about friggin' everything, it seems. So I'll just keep filling this with special bolts and stuff like that in here. Keep it organized. And over here, I have my vise finally bolted up right here. Got it all bolted into the bench nice and sturdy. This is gonna be for a future video, and so are these parts, so I gotta do that yet. I got soft jaws for it, And all this stuff that I'm talking about, I have a whole video on unboxing it all and what it's all about. Radio's all set up, CD player if I ever use it, right? And then I got my card reader for taking credit cards. And over here you can see, so I got my little signage up, pens, bolt bin from before, my nuts about work, little guy up there. Got an antenna out here finally, because we were way out in the boonies and it takes, there's just no freaking reception out here. Got my propane and MAP gas mounted to the wall, all secure like that. Just grab it and go, it's really nice. My light that I use all the time. I got all my chemicals down here. I got my signage up in here. I got my power strip ready for any kind of things I'm doing on the bench here. And look at that little puppy right there. That's an oldie right there. Ford labeled wrench. That's absolutely awesome. So, and then right here I have all my organization going, right? My zip ties for different things. I got my small bolt bin, all small ones. These are all Ford bolts that have come off cars in the past, new or used. My gloves. Got all my little adapters in here. This one is all my all my cleaners for batteries and stuff like that, and the big bolts. Okay, got that. These are my known good parts, so I can use them and test. It's a little faster diagnosis, maybe even a little more accurate. And this is all my different relays and wire testers and all that stuff, jumpers. And here is a little stockpile of new parts that are in here, stuff like that. Extras, known goods, stuff like that. Multi-packs, so I got all that. And I got my computer out here all set up. That's really nice to have. Nice 24-inch monitor. So that'll be really nice to have out here. Get all my information up there. It's big enough I could see it really easy, even from across the room. So, and then I have all my kits back there. Look at them all. Wow, they're tall. They're all the way down to the bench there. There's the famous book of knowledge. It's all my notes from over the years. My huge pile of rags. Okay. My box fits right here. Look at that, nestles right in. Look at that. I mean, right there between that and everything else. So, and back here is my 20-ton press. Look at that puppy. I like that they changed it from orange to the silver like this, like the rest of their tools. Also from Pittsburgh. It's a really hefty freaking press. So, and I have some other stuff up in here, hidden up in here. Stuff like this holds it right there. Just trying to figure out places to put all this stuff. Got me, was it a 2-ton engine crane? Is on sale also, just couldn't resist. And I finally cleared my cart off so I can put stuff in here, roll it around the shop here, and get to work. And down below I still have to go through these sockets and put them someplace. These are all extra tools that were here at home, and I've obviously brought my work tools home, so this is kind of extra stuff I don't know what to do with. So that is a steering column for an 08 or newer Ford Escape, and I gotta put that in yet. And there's my oil that I collected from the other video. And over here, I kind of have it organized underneath here, all the bigger stuff, stocking up and on stuff. There's the ball joint press there. I have some jugs of coolant there new, some washer fluid, compressors. Inside of here, you can see I have refrigerant here that was on sale, all kinds of glass cleaners, BG stuff. And down here is all my brake clean that was on sale. Bought a caseload of it. Same thing with the shop rags, in case you want to use those for oil cleanup instead of my regular white rags, because they'll be going in the wash machine, right? So you don't want to do that, so just use the oil pickup for these. Got my used dirty rag holder right here, right? Extra stuff back there for oil, when I do oil changes and stuff like that. Here's a couple other storage bins here. This one is what I used to have all the time. You get done with funnels, you just throw it in here, right? And then you can you let them drain out in there. I have this, which has a couple different job aids from Ford in there, and then a bunch of testers, like spark plug wires and tubes and brake lines, stuff like that. Got my vacuum, nice and easy to get to. Air compressor if I ever need it. Between that one and this one, actually I have plenty of capacity in there. I got all those great tools from Milwaukee, so I don't see myself using air too much. Plus it's louder to use the air stuff. So a couple other kits back there that are bigger. My box of pigtails, forged pigtails, so I can change them out, pin fitment issues, whatever, okay? And I got a huge stockpile of washer fluid in here. It was on sale. Just trying to stock up on stuff as it goes on sale like that. Up here I got my gauges, so they're easily accessible but out of the way because you don't use them too often. I have my wiper blades, you know, some stockage type stuff, and hopefully I won't need those gauges too much longer because I have an AC machine coming. So that'd be nice to have on hand to do stuff right. And that's probably the last thing I need that's big to do stuff right out here. So a few different plates and adapters and special tools, but besides that, you can see I'm really stocking up out here. I even bought the AeroCroil stuff, which is supposed to be the best stuff out for breast penetrant. So yeah, we'll probably have a little test in the future between this one I like, a lot of people like, and I like the rust penetrant from Mopar. So. Alright, so hopefully you enjoyed this little shop tour. In the future, there'll be videos going over each one of these big pieces of shop equipment in here, like the AC machine, stuff like that, just to get a little bit more intimate with them, I guess you could say, instead of a general overview like this. But I want to give you guys a little update and let you guys see how it's coming. I think it's coming along pretty freaking good. I think the biggest thing we have left in here is to rock the walls, mudding, and painting. So as you guys saw, just about my whole setup in here. If you have any questions or comments or ideas of how I can make it better or what I should do to make it more productive, I guess you could say, out here, besides getting all this junk out here, I know about that. Just leave a comment down below and we'll talk back and forth and get this kind of figured out. But right now, it works, so we can get stuff done and start getting customers in here.